Hello all, it's me, Lillian, again, and I am creating this video to talk about orality by Walter Ong, which is something we're studying in my Media Systems and Influences class. Specifically, I'm talking about how there's kind of like a second wave of orality in today's digital media world, with, getting even more specific, with film. Now, in when Walter Ong talks about orality, he has like a lot of different tenets of orality, what makes it like powerful and what are the trademarks of it, basically. One of those trademarks is that like oral tradition and really strong oral language is it's empathetic and participatory as opposed to distant. So, for example, like someone would tell a story, it was very involved, and it was something that that connected with the audience, and it wasn't just something like, oh, and then this guy did this. Like, it wasn't, it was whoever was speaking or talking, saying these things, was very involved in it. And you got the audience involved too. And you see that a lot in film today. Just even like with the simple fact that the use of the camera actually forces the audience to be participatory and empathetic, because like we are the camera. Like, we can see all the actions going on, we can see all the expression of people's faces. It's like, even though the characters in the film may be distant from each other or not, or won't interact quite the same way, or not see or be aware of everything, the audience, us, we can see everything. We see everything. Like, we see the expression on someone's face, we see all their actions that no other character gets to see. Like, we are very involved in the storyline without actually being in the story. So, as these stories are told over and over again through film, we, as the audience, are able to connect with and empathize with the characters' actions, or the opposite, just condemn them for it, and that keeps us involved and going. I mean, like, that's what why film is so popular, is like there is such a big audience participation section to it. Like, like, we'll always go in. I mean, like, yes, for films are entertaining, and we'll always go see films because they're good form of entertainment, but the fact that we are involved in the storyline, that we can see everything that's happening, and it connects directly to us, makes it so that we're more interested in what's happening, and that we're more aware of what's happening. Like, there's so many great movies, like well done movies. I mean, there's an obvious example would be like Jaws. Like, we are right there, like, we see everything. Like, there's parts where we see the things from the monster's point of view, and we can feel the fear that's emanating from the people who are being attacked by these sharks. We can feel like the triumph when they end up defeating Jaws. I mean, like, and like there's other parts of film other than just like the camera that contribute to this. It's the music, it's like the actors, it's the set design. Like, if you have like really believable set, you're going to feel like you're actually there. Like, a lot of fantasy films are like this, like Avatar, like, like all of that CGI in Pandora, or Pandora, I don't remember the name of that place. Point being is, we feel like we're actually there in another world because the set design is so good, and that's important. Is we, like, in order for us to connect with these stories and actually see them as real and something to empathize with, we have to be able to feel like we're there. It has to feel real to us on some level. I mean, like, the natural chemistry between two actors is another thing. Like, that's why so many romantic movies are so popular, is because when you have the right chemistry together, like, even if it's like really cheesy, you're still going to feel like that swell of emotion. These two people are together, and there's just so many elements to it, and it's all geared towards involving us in the story and keeping us engaged and paying attention and making sure they're participating in the storytelling process without necessarily contributing anything. Because that's the thing, is we do feel like we're a part of it. Like, there's so many people like who are attached to these fictional characters in these films. I mean, yes, Harry Potter's a book series first, but like the films really open up another set of another audience, the group of people There's a lot of people who just have seen the movies, and like we connect with those characters because they're so like well written and well acted that they feel real. They actually feel like real people, and you connect with that. I mean, let's see if there's any other examples I can come up with. I mean, the point being is film is very participatory without actually having to do anything. We're engaged mentally in the story and what's happening and who's in it and all that stuff. And that's why I believe it's part of the second wave of morality in today's cultures, because it really is participatory. I mean, there's people who just sit and watch a movie and just like have it go over their heads, but like for the most part, if you find a movie that you really love, it's because you on some level connected with the characters in the film or the setting or the story, the lesson. There's something about it that engaged you and involved you, and that's why you love it so much. It's a powerful thing about films. There's so much there and so much to engage people with. Films are pretty amazing and pretty important. I'm not just biased about it. So that's my answer to that question, and I'll be posting this on my Tumblr blog for my new media studies, media systems and influences. So if you'd like to check it out, check out there. Bye.